Hi guys, I wanted to talk for a moment about our love readings. Some of them turned out fantastic. Some of them have been amazing stories from beginning to end about the people that they embody, the situations that they're going through, and the endings that they're coming into. People have the expectation when they go into a love reading that it's going to be a yes or no sort of thing. That is not true with any reading. So much so that I'm making brownies to cheer myself up now. What should we expect when we go for love reading? We should expect a story. We should expect a potential situation that we may be coming into, because again, we have the choice. If I give you a love reading and I tell you that you're going to meet somebody, but it's not going to end well, and you're going to learn a lesson, and it's an important lesson, but frankly, you're not up for that, you don't want to be brokenhearted again, screw that, you're never falling in love again, you're going to hide out in your house and never see human beings ever again, well, guess what? You're never going to find that person. You're never going to learn that lesson. If you're still holding on to a person from your past, like, everybody does at some point or another. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's a thing that happens. If you're not letting go of the thing from the past, how can you possibly expect to make room for somebody in your future? You can't. It sucks, but true story. What to do when you get a reading that you don't like? Again, falling for the wrong guy. Well, you've already had a heads up. You've already had a heads up that, hey, someone's coming into the picture who may not be everything they seem to be. In fact, it may be someone that's bad for you. It may be someone that is the right person for you, like in the earliest reading, but other people are going to have a lot of judgment and things to say about your new relationship. Perhaps the person you're dating has an extreme age difference. Perhaps the person you're dating is of a different race or religion or political creed. At this point, you know, in a voting year. The person may live somewhere completely different and one of you is going to have to move. People are going to have stuff to say about that. How do we deal with that? Well, we do. We just do. We find a way. Everybody finds a way. Hi, sweetie. What happens if we get the best reading ever, but, hold on, sweetheart, but no one says anything about what they're going to look like, or when? More importantly, the next question is going to be, when are they coming to me? When are they coming to me? Well, that depends on the layout. As you saw, I used the traditional, just Celtic cross layout. That's the basic, like really. The tried and true, tells a good story layout. If somebody had been here and we went through the layout, no matter what layout it is, and then they said, okay, that's great, but what are they going to look like? Well, I noted in one of the readings that each of the suits of the cards represent certain aspects. Dark hair, light hair, dark eyes, body types, sort of thing, right? Now, it's not strict. It's not going to paint you a picture of the person that you're expected to meet. It's not. But you can ask, you know, and it's nice to have an in-person reading to be able to ask the follow-up questions. Now, there are readings where you do have a time spot for a card. There are. Is that guaranteed? No. Usually I can tell just by feeling soon, before 3 months. In the future, beyond 9 months, you know, I can kind of tell within a 6-month range where things are going to fall. What happens if you get a love reading and it doesn't talk about love? Well, no offense, priorities. Some things are just going to be more important. That's how it is. Welcome to life. So I don't want you guys to ever be disappointed if you come to a reading, whether it's to me or somebody else. And I want you to know that it's okay to ask questions. Most people will give you 5 minutes, 5-minute block at the end. I try not to be interrupted while I'm doing the reading. You're welcome to write down questions, and if there's nobody directly after you, I will always answer questions for as long as it takes. And please give courtesy to the reader as well, and ask, when you sit down, how much time do I have? Now, don't be like, I want an hour even though I've only paid you $20. But is there anybody behind me? If I have more questions, do you mind taking a few extra minutes? I would all of us, everyone in the whole wide world would rather have that question up front so that we're prepared and we can say, actually, I have someone directly behind you. But here is my email. Write down your questions and take a picture of your reading and send it back to me so I remember who I was with and I'll answer your question. I always do that. Not everybody does that. Don't expect everybody to do that, but you can ask. You can ask, okay? What else? Sad readings. Man, there may be, you may get the best reading in the world, but it's not going to show up for 3 to 5 years. Well, you got more important things to concentrate on, dude. Make some brownies. Make some brownies, save some lives, volunteer. Do awesome things. Do awesome things. Become a better person. Don't just go sleep with random people. Yeah, love is great. Love is grand, especially this time of the year. It's nice to be in love. But if you're not in love, there's more to life than love and a partner. Love your family. Love your pets. Love your community. Love yourself. Make brownies. I love you guys. If you have any other questions about love readings or readings in general, reach out to me. You know how to get a hold of me. Bye.